and welcome to the Toy Thor. You find me in my den, in my little garage, messing about at the work table. I've decided today to start on my challenge, which was set to me by Bob, who sent me a big box full of bits and bobs, as you may recall, including a Paw Patrol truck. And he said, let's see what you can make out of that, which is fine, because what he made out of his is just over my shoulder there, as you can see. So I'm going to show you what I've got to work with. Let me spin you around. Here we go. So ignore the state of my garage, it's full of boxes. But we've got the Paw Patrol truck, which is articulated. And we have to turn that into something space-like and funky. And to do it, we have all of this. It's a bit daunting. So what you've got here is loads and loads of mechanical innards from printers. There's bits and bobs of old toys, bits and bobs of old models. There's wiring. But there's some really cool things. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So as you can see, I mean, there's cogs and there's wheels and there's plastic instruments, there's bits of metal, there's casing over here. There's lots of metal casing. And the idea is to turn that into something funky with that. So what can I say? Wish me luck. I'll give you an update for you in a couple of seconds. And here we are for the finished article. I'm sat in a different part of the room, a different place, because I've set the background up for the reveal. So this is the result of my max power challenge. This was the challenge set to me by Bob and his son Max, and I really hope I've done you justice, guys. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this, I can safely say. It's been a lot of fun. Few swervy words, because I have shaky hands and big fat sausage fingers, so some of the little bits and bobs were a difficult thing to do. I've used a couple of bits that I found, some bits of old toys, and anyway, I'm going to show you what it's all about, if you're ready. So we've got the small starfighter, and we've got basically what I've built is a ground assault support vehicle. This is a vehicle that can repair the starfighter in situ whilst providing defence. My little thing. So I hope you like it. You ready? There we go. So what have we done? Well, what I'll do is I'll move the starfighter out of the way so I don't do any damage to it, but you can see how they look together and you can see the idea of it all. I'm going to put that to one side. So what we have here is the original Paw Patrol truck, and what I've done is I've turned it into a tracked vehicle, so it's now a fully all-terrain cab. It's still articulated. We've added a roof rack with support on it so that it can take large items. We have a 360-degree firing capability to support the vehicle if it goes into enemy territory. So This is all controlled from in the cab. We have spurs on the vehicle. The vehicle's equipped with radar, which is set up on the roof. I'll just spin it round. And then what we've done is we've put obviously a lot of nudge bars on the front to armour it. And we've given it a side stack exhaust. We've armoured the windows. And then what I've got here is we have an umbilical, which will be used for refueling. And that attaches and comes away. We've got other parts of the vehicle which are articulated for different things, for holding things. And then we've got this on the back, which I've done as a mobile welding platform, a remote welding platform that comes down on an arm, as you can see. And then it's also on a pivot. And the idea is that it can reach different areas remotely, and that all that turns around, as you can see, and goes to all different areas. There we go, as you can see. It's all a bit fun, isn't it? And then that goes back there when the vehicle's in transit. And this is the bit I hope you really like. So if the Starfighter's lost anywhere or needs remote support, then what we've done is we've built a drone vehicle that can be launched from this vehicle and has its own separate power plant. And I will just show you how that works. So the front of the cab pulls away slightly there, allowing us to open up the inside. There we go. And there we have the drone vehicle all wired up to its own pad. Yeah. I think you get the idea. So it's just a little metal drone. I'll try and zoom you in a little bit. There we go. Now this bit originally was stuck to the roof. This is like a power pack, but I cannot get it to hold in place. No matter what I do, it will not stay attached. So I've decided just to make it a remote charging unit, and it's all wired up, and then the drone can be flown away remotely. But yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you think I've been able to capture an idea of what they'd need. And then that all folds back down and closes back up nice and tight. And then the umbilical sits back on to the side. And that's us, ready to hit the road. I've already shown it to Bob, so I know he approves, and so does Max, so it's had the seal of approval. There we go. One Starfighter support vehicle. A little bit of fun, a little bit of something different. There we go. Got you back. Yeah, I just, it's funny, you know. Always been into toys, obviously, and the Action Men, and it's only through customizing the Action Men vehicles that this has sort of taken off in this way. Bob sent me this challenge. He showed me what he was doing. I thought it was cool. So I think I'm a little bit hooked. This is going to be cool. The nice thing is, what it's taught me is that all of the Action Man vehicles I've got, things like the Scout cars and the armoured vehicles, which aren't great for Action Men, they're not brilliant, I can start doing a bit more to them. I think some of you have seen the car. Bear with me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. So what I'm going to do off screen is just lift down the armoured car that I did not long ago. There we go. I'm back. And you're back in the room. Look at the eyes. Look around the eyes. Look at the eyes. Not all of you will get that. So this is my armoured vehicle that I did for the Action Man. This is obviously one of the Cherylee Scout cars. And what I did to this one was I added its own radio station with a mounting for it here. I fettled with the gun, and then what I did was, because these don't have a turret as such, you just have an opening, so I built these two closing lids so that when Action Man would go down into the vehicle, they'd close up behind him. I had to make them look metallic. Believe it or not, I made those out of a Nutella lid. And then I added the small barrel and strapped that on. So, yeah, and it just sort of makes me realise I could probably take this a whole lot further. Not this particular one, but this idea. I could probably take it a whole lot further than what I have done. And I'm hoping that I'm only going to get better at it. So that's the thing. So there we go. That was my max challenge, and I hope I lived up to it. Let me know what you think. We're crazy, aren't we? Are you going to have a go? That's the point. Nothing here costs money. You can pick up old printers from your local tip, or you can advertise for them. If anyone's giving away printers, just ask for a printer. Open it up, break all the parts apart, and there's all kinds of bits and bobs in there. And then the little plastic vehicles, you can buy them from any charity shop. They're often in the bins at the back of the charity shop in the toy section, and they might cost 50p or £1. And it's just a cheap way of doing things. And then you're looking at a couple of bits of paint. So, and you can use, I mean, my paints for that, all I've used on that are aerosols, 2 aerosols. One was a high temperature paint black aerosol, and the other one was a anthracite grey matte paint that I had off of a car from some time ago. And then I've added some little touches in acrylic and a marker pens, and that's it. That's all I've used. So to do this has just cost me the glue more than anything. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this funny little episode. And are you going to have a go? It would be great to find out if some of you would have a go, or whether you've already done it. Post a little comment, let us know what your thoughts are, and let us know whether you'd accept the challenge and have a go. We have just set up a little Facebook group for doing modelling of any kind. If you're into Warhammer, if you're into Airfix, if you're into Revell, if you're into doing this kind of thing where you're just going to butcher other toys to make something cool, or even if you're just customizing Action Man vehicles, whatever it is, we've set up a little Facebook group called Down and Dirty Modelling. Look us up. It'd be really interesting to have you aboard and see what your thoughts are. Yeah, this could be really good. I hope could be a nice little community. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me barble on about this. I haven't got a script or anything, and because it's new and something I've done, I'm a little bit nervous about it. So that's why I'm erming a lot. Don't judge me. Thank you so very much, and I will talk to you very, very soon on possibly another unboxing. Cheers.